before I address all of you. And so I'm going to say a few words because I want you to know that I did hear you. I heard you throughout this trial. I heard you today. And the message that I'm going to send today, I hope will bring you peace. I hope will bring you some healing. And I hope will allow you to move forward and move on. I was specifically struck by your mother's words, Corona, when she said that she was going to take back her life today. And I hope that you all, when you leave here, can take back your life. When you speak it, you can speak it into existence. You can take back your power. You can take back your shame. Because none of you should feel ashamed for anything that was done to you. No one is able to conceptualize, least of all me, the irreparable harm that Mr. Chasen Horse has done to you all. And I am not going to refer to you as victims. I am not going to refer to you as survivors, because to do so puts you in a box and doesn't allow you to do what you want to do, which is to take back your life. So I am going to refer to you as brave women and brave men. I'm specifically struck, Mr. Amaya, you were here every single day of this trial. Not just when your wife was testifying, but you were here the entirety of the trial, standing by everybody and being supportive. And that is amazing when I know how much you must be hurting for the people that are around you. So thank you for that. I'm sure that they thank you as well. It strikes me that, Mr. Chasen Horse, that you can stand here and say that you are not guilty of these crimes. That your attorney can say that there were no pictures of bruises. I remember seeing them. There were pictures of bruises. There were pictures of Corinna having bruises on her body. You preyed on these women's trusts and their spirituality, and you manipulated them for your own personal gratification. And this court is going to make sure that you never have the opportunity to do that again. By virtue of a verdict of the jury and in accordance with the laws of the state.
All right, this is the moment everything builds toward. Sentencing. Notice the phrase life with the possibility of parole. That doesn't mean freedom anytime soon. It means a minimum of 25 years before even being considered. And with multiple counts stacking up, the reality hits harder. After everything we've heard, does this feel like justice or just the beginning of accountability?
State of Nevada, the court does now sentence you on count one to a period of time of a minimum of life with the possibility of parole, with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years has been served. On count two, life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years have been served, to run consecutive to count one, or concurrent, Count three, life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years have been served, to run concurrent to count one. Count five, life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years have been served, concurrent to count one. Do I need to break? Let me just ask this. Can I do 6, 7, and 8? They're all going to be the same.
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. Counts 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12 will all be 25 life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years have been served, to run concurrent to count one. I agree with the state that it is very important that each one of the women who spoke here today have their own sentence. For that reason, all of the counts that were related 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12 related to Corinna Leon LaCroix. And that is why I am doing the life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years has been served on that count to run concurrent with count 1. Count 9, confinement in the Clark County Detention Center for 364 days to run concurrent to count 1. Those are all of the counts that relate to Ms. Leon LaCroix. Count 18 relates to Ms. DeGay. That will be confinement in the Nevada Department of Corrections for life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 10 years has been served to run consecutive to count 1. Count 20 is the count that relates to Sierra Chasing Horse, or Sienna Chasing Horse. And that will be a minimum of 24 months, a maximum term of 72 months to run consecutive to count 1. The aggregate sentence in this case is 37 years to life.
Thank you, Your Honor.
With 1,150.
Now this part might sound technical, but it matters. The judge is explaining how time served works, and here's the twist. It doesn't reduce the front end of the sentence, only the back end. So despite already serving time, the minimum years remain untouched. In other words, the clock to possible freedom hasn't even really started yet. Heavy, right?
57 days credit for time already served is what I have for service.
We're showing 1,183 days, ma'am?
No, it's in there. That was from the 1st of April. The actual number is 1,187.
1,187 days.
No, sorry, 84.
84. Okay, so you guys were off by 1.
Yes, sir.
1,184 days credit for time served because these are category, I just am giving this explanation to the people that are in the jury in the room, because these are category A and category B felonies other than the gross misdemeanor. That time will come off of the back end of the sentence, not off of the front end of the sentence. That concludes these proceedings. We are adjourned.
Judge, I apologize. Is this court ordering Mr. Chasing Horse to register as a sex offender?
Oh,
subject
yes.
to lifetime supervision?
He will need to register as a sex offender.
And can we put a court date for later in this week for me to file a motion to withdraw the appointment of appellate counsel and
Yes.
get the notice of appeal on file?
Yes. Do we want later this week or do we
Yeah,
want
no,
next week?
we've already drafted everything. It's just a matter of plugging in and filing.
Okay.
The state's preference, Your Honor, would be sometime next week.
Let's do next week.
All right, we'll follow
The
tomorrow
4th
then.
and the 6th.
What's
The
that?
4th would work.
The 4th?
That'll be fine.
April 4th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you for
May.
May.
May 4th at 9:30.
It's the end of the month.
We are now adjourned.
Thank you.
On the record.
On the record. For purposes of Ms. Murphy, I know you gave me a sideways look.